Appreciate y'all for stopping by. As always, this is the Jymshu channel. And hit them avenues: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all at the Jymshu collection. With that being said, I definitely appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Those that subscribe got a few new members in. Eventually, man, I'm gonna have to start giving out shirts or something, man, for new subscribers. Get your gym shoe merch, man. Other than that, let's get into it, man. This is part 2 of story time, man. So definitely got to do that. Part 2.
I gotta talk about my life as I see it.
I got to, man. I definitely got to.
I got to talk. I gotta tell what I feel. I gotta talk about my life
As I see it. So with that being said, we gonna get into it. Part 2 of where I left off at last time. I know I was all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the security guard. And it just wasn't making no sense that he was trying to do his job and somebody else's. And then it's just the common sense. We might have to name this Common Sense 1 and Common Sense Part 2. Because all this just be like common sense type ordeals. You know what I mean? Like to have me come in the building and then tell me to go back outside to scan an ID that I already scanned, when you're the person that's gonna vouch for me anyway. You just be like, all right, I got him. I'll let him know. I'll tell him. You know what I mean? But we already got into that. So I think I was talking about like a couple different incidents. Well, one incident happened before the other, but I'm not gonna get into that one just yet. I had a supervisor. Well, I had many supervisors in just this one area, but in this one area, it was a supervisor before him that I had got into it with, but he was getting into it with other people or whatever, and they end up moving him around. And at the time, I ain't never really grievous anybody. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Um, but in this scenario or this case, I did. Um, so they had me in the office talking to me about that, and they was asking me, this is my opinion, who I think will fit, who will be the next guy, you know what I'm saying, fit to go, you know what I'm saying, supervisor. You know what I mean, not saying that they was going to use my opinion or take what I'm saying and for face like, oh, we're just going to go with what he said. Nah, but they asked me. So, and I said, I vouched for somebody. I said, get this person over here. I think they'd be a good fit. They polite, you know what I'm saying? That goes a long way, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're, have some type of, um, authority over others. And I felt like he would have been, you know what I'm saying, a good fit for what we got going on. Not to say anything bad about him, but as I got to know him as a supervisor, he was more like, I don't want to say a pushover, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to find your own niche. You got to find your own lane. That's what, with anything, you know what I'm saying? You can't just keep on having somebody else telling you and showing you what you need to be doing, and you just got to find your niche and go with it. What works for you, or it's not going to work if you can't find what works for you. That's the whole point. It what works for you, not what works for that person or that person. That person trying to tell you how they do what they mean. You might can implement that and what you got going on, but it's still what you got going on. Is you taking some of what he got and putting it with yours. And I think that's what his problem was. But we got our differences, and then this is the guy that I was talking about when I said that he, before he left, he tried to write me up before he left. Okay, so it was a few, and I think that he was just eventually started just picking at me because he felt like, and it came out in the conversation. It came at the end. He said when he was writing me up, he said you wasn't answering me, or you was ignoring me. As long as I do what you tell me that applies to the job, we all good. You know what I'm saying? We all good. But if it's outside of what I'm supposed to be doing or extras, and I feel like, because I don't always go as work as directed, and you can write me up for it. But then we're going to have to go and have a sit down. And we have this sit down. I'm going to explain my part and why I refuse. And if that still goes against me, then it goes against me. But I'm going to have to take that strike. I ain't gonna do no same or similar for about 3 months or whatever, man. But I guess it still stays into your files or whatever. Just like when you agree with somebody, it still stays in their files. But I don't really do too much to anybody to even get those. I follow the rules. I come every day, give you my little 4 hours. Cause like I said, I'm not giving nobody more than that. No company more time than that. You, like I always say, you rent your time out, man. That's what you're doing. You're contracting your time for hours. And if you feel like anything under $100 to $200 is worth your time, I feel like my time is worth more than that. But you have to settle for something, and you have to get some type of benefits and other type of other things that even out to make you want to be like, okay, I can do this for whatever I need to do. But in the meanwhile, you have to be got to be doing something else to be able to bring in some type of revenue. But with that being said, I feel like he was picking at me, man, when he said that and when thinking about it. But it's like all while I'm leading up to it, he's trying to get me to do something that you have other people to do. We have these dudes that they take heavy loads out of your trailer. Like anything that's heavy, that's over like 70 or something, they take it. Or tall, sharp, or you know what I'm saying? Just anything like that that can't go on the conveyor, or that shouldn't, or it can get caught down the line, or liquids or anything like that. That's hazardous. So with that being said, you have like anywhere from three or more every night. It's rare that you have just one or two. Like at this time, like he be having more than one, and you have other people coming from other areas helping you out with just typing and just doing other different things. So it's pretty much taken care of. And then you have some times where the people in the trailer that put it to the side, or they'll take it out themselves. When you put it to the side, the guy eventually come who does it eventually come and do it. This is not a job that you can go and sign up on the board. That's why I say it's not a real job. So it's nothing that you can go sign up for. You can't sign up to bid for it. It's not a job. It's something that they made up and that's cool. But everybody is expected to do this. It's not just a thing that just these guys do it, but these guys get paid to do this. You know what I'm saying? They're doing just this, that. And they get paid to do that. So if they're getting paid to do that, I also do it as well, you know what I'm saying, at time to time. But most of the time, I'm going to put mine to the side and they come and get it at the end. If I feel like I want to put it on there, sometimes I'm going to get out my trailer. You tell me what trailer I'm going to go to, step it to the side, because I know they're coming. That's what they do. That's their job. So they're going to come and do that. I'm going to leave out the trailer and let you do what you can come in. Most of the time, they get it done before you even get up out of there. But man, if they're doing a good job and they're doing what they're supposed to do, they're going to go on your trailer, and they shouldn't just be standing in front of a trailer the whole time. But if there's a lot of them, they're going to do that. They're going to just stand in front because he's down there. While my wife is even two of us in the same trailer at the same time, unless it's only one slide over here, no slide over there. There's a lot of trailers on that side where there's no slide at. So you got to put it on this to get it over here. Understand to be two of y'all because he has to help put it on there. Or whoever's in the trailer can put it on there for you if you ask him nicely. But with that being said, he's telling me every time in the trailer, like, okay, there was an incident where it's an E-Reg man doing it. The guy he's pulling this we call him E-Rex. He's pulling it out the trailer as we speak. It's two of us in the trailer. It used to be like that all the time, but it's two of us in there. One guy is still working, putting this stuff on the belt still. The side I was working on had a lot of E-Regs on that side, E-Regs on this side too, but he's, you know what I'm saying, trying to get out the way so he can be able to to be able to get to the E-Reg, right? So I'm watch out. He's pulling E-Regs. He's telling the supervisor comes tells me, can you get that E-Reg and move? First of all, he got it. That's what he's getting paid to do. He got it. And he's right there. He's doing it. You're asking me to get in the way or to do something that he's already doing. Now, if he asks me and say, can you help me get this right here? I'm going to help you. But you're coming over here telling me to move some stuff that I feel like if I'm not doing that, I'm coming in, I'm not okay, I'm coming in and I'm going to do E-Reg today. That's what I'm going to do. Then that's what I'm doing. But if I'm doing a trailer, I'm unloaded. Just let me do that. You know what I'm saying? I help out here and there, but you're coming over here telling me to do something. How you know this man want me in his way? How you know he want me to help him or her? Because it's just not guys that does this job. That's not a job. You can't bid for it. Not for that. You can't bid to be E-Reg driver, but you can't just bid to be just walk around just doing. It's not up there. It's not up there. You can't even bid to do what I do. That's just you just come in and do that. That's just something that you come in the door you can do. It's not up there for that either. That's not up there. But it's something that it's a job because you come in and do it. It's not up there because it's like the last on the totem pole. You can't bid for that. Nobody's bidding to go there. That's why it's not up there. But as far as the other one, yeah, people probably would want to be that. But that was an incident. So I'm like, nah. So I just look at him, you know what I'm saying, back up. You know what I'm saying? In my head, I'm thinking, like, you know, you want me to help him. I'm like, he got it. That's why he got it. He looked at me. So now I'm feeling like, okay, another incident. So now I think he's trolling me now. He's trying to find E-Regs for me to do E-Regs. And I'm like, why do you want me to do this when it's not, like, I don't come in and I don't like to do it. You can ask me and I'll tell you, no, I'm good. I'd rather unload. And I'm high in seniority, so I don't have to do that. I got other people can do that if you want them to do that. Now, if I'm lower on in seniority, then that's something that you want me to do. Then, you know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. And I don't always use that, but I'm just going to tell you no. No, I don't want to do that today. And sometimes I will. And sometimes I just automatically, if you ain't got nothing going on, I just automatically just start doing it for you. But I have to not necessarily like you, but respect you as, like, I respect everybody there because I be wanting respect. I'm gonna give respect because I want to get it back. So I'm not gonna disrespect you. I'm not gonna talk to you crazy. But when you start talking to me crazy, yeah, it can get a little out of hand. But I'm not gonna. So I had my run-ins where I cussed at a supervisor, did this, and that. And back in the day, man, woo, one was be in there looking like a baseball game, like you want to kick dirt on a person's foot in there. It get crazy. It used to get crazy. I'm talking about back and forth with the umpire and the coach in there arguing. He kicking dirt on his leg and he get out of here. That's what it be looking like. But they don't do that no more, man. It's a lot of stuff that been put in to where I think it's good. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not good for him. If you, like I said, if you take anything type of business and management like I did, yeah, that's like one of the first classes that you go to that you learn at just how to be in a business setting. So it's just, man, it's just about knowing where you at and knowing your position. And some of these supervisors, they don't be knowing their position or they be trying to troll. And I think he was trolling me. So another incident where he trolling me. He got all these workers. I'm talking about a gang of like 4 of them. They're retaping. They're standing around. And you telling this was what was one of the incidents that he tried to write me up for. I told him, I said, baby, man, I'm not doing that. You got to go ahead and write it up. You know what I mean? And he was like, walked away. I guess he talked to somebody. Supervisor, the manager came over and talked to me and told me, well, everybody can do it and it's just not one person. I said, well, I don't want to do it. I'd rather go and going to somebody else, pull somebody else, a lower seniority guy out the trailer, put me in the trailer. I will work, do whatever he's unloading, and then you have him do it. If need be, you can do that way. And if you don't want to, you're trolling me. It's not a job for everybody, but that can be done that way. If I'm refused, if I don't want to do that, I don't want to do that. Pull somebody else, have them do it. But you want to sit there and say he's not working as directed is what they call it, and they try to use this. This is the only thing that they really be trying to use to get you is work as directed. But I've been doing this for so long that I take that not work as directed because it's different little things that you get in office. I'm gonna explain why I feel like I shouldn't have had to do that. And my reason for that was why I turned that one down is because you have these people who are getting paid to do this who could be doing this, and you're trying to get me to clear this trailer out. You can send me to the next trailer. Can you clear the trailer out before you go to such? Why you got this man? He's standing right here, retaping or not doing nothing. It's another guy who just doing retakes because he's injured. So have him do the retakes and have him come in here and get these E-rigs. No, you want me to do it because you're trolling me, and you want me to sit here and say I'm not going to do it. You know I don't want to do it. You know I'm going to say no, and you're going to tell me, well, I'm telling you to. You have to do, like, that's what they feel like you have to do it. No, I don't have to. I can take the penalty. And on this one, I'm going to take that penalty. And then when the penalty comes and we talking about it, I'm going to explain my side and why I felt that you're targeting now. You're purposely trying to find E-rigs in different trailers for me to do. Or I'll get done with mine and there's nothing for me really to do. You got all these people. This is an incident too. You got these people doing these E-rigs. I'm done with what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be going to my next trailer. You telling me to go to somebody else's trailer while I'm waiting on my trailer to help somebody with some E-rig. What? First of all, I just did my job. Have a resting period before I go to the next trailer. I'm allowed to take some time because I just got out of the trailer, did it pretty fast in a timely fashion now. And you want me now to not only do that, not to get my rest in between while I'm waiting on the next trailer to come in because there's no more and every other thing is full. And you got all these E-rig people walking around, some standing around. I recorded it. That's just me because I know you're targeting me. So when I know what I'm getting targeted, I gotta show now that he want me to do E-rigs, and you got this man right here standing right here. You got this. No, I'm not gonna show it unless I need to, because I don't put nobody on blast. But you got people who's supposed to be doing E-rigs. Not saying that they're not doing E-rigs, but they're retaping. They're waiting on E-rigs. They're standing there waiting on, you know what I'm saying, because it might be E-rigs in there, but it hasn't got to the point to where they're getting to them yet. But these ones are already ready for you. So you come out of there, you don't just stand by the trailer, you go, you move around. You got to, as a person who's doing E-rigs, you have to move around. You can't just be standing still. I did it for months in a row. That's all I was doing. I got to the point to where they felt like when I ain't want to do it, that I'm supposed to do it. And then the manager had to tell him, like, that's not his job. He just, you know what I'm saying? Like, find somebody else. Like, I can hear him on the walkie just yelling at him, like, find somebody else. He don't want to do it. Find somebody else. They actually try to tell on me and tell me that I don't have to do that. I'm not doing that every day. It's wear and tear. You know, them things is heavy as hell. I'm not doing that every day. I done did it for 2 months in a row straight for y'all. Now y'all just think it's my job. That's just like if you go super, super fast and you just killing it and you want to take a time off and just kind of like, you know, arms a little sore or whatever. I done did every day 7 trailers damn near by myself or whoever I'm with. I done did like 8 trailers every day. Today I only did 3, and now you complaining about my speed and things like that because you're used to a certain thing, and it's not always, can't be always like that. You got to be let up. And when your people are good and they do what they supposed to do, you got to relax on them. Like if I just did a trailer, a full pub, is that what they call it? Full. And I knocked that one out in 45 minutes. Give me a grace period to when I come out to relax just a little bit. Even if I got another trailer up Let me relax in between about 2, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, you know what I'm saying, before I bang out again. Some people, smart, stretch, you know what I'm saying, just to get that, you know what I'm saying, so they like they doing something. I don't want to have to put on a show for you. I just want to sit here. I don't have to stretch to be looking like I'm doing something to make you be like, why are you not working? Come on, man. It's not. We not in prison, man. That's why I be saying like, man, y'all like we in a prison, like we in a jail or something. Y'all the wardens and the COs. It's not. It was like, what are we doing? I have a grace period. If I'm tired, if I need water, if I want to just come out and stop doing what I'm doing, just to take a 5 minute break just to get some air because I feel exhausted, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, y'all gotta relax. It's going to get done in a timely fashion. Now, if you're doing it too much and you're just taking advantage of it, I understand that. But ain't nobody taking advantage. You do have people, but the people that you have in there, that's blatantly, clearly taking advantage. Been there for a long time, so you just let them, him or her, retape and just be walking around. Not really even retaping, barely even retape. Probably tape up by about 20 bucks the whole night. Just be walking back and forth. But you're looking busy, or you're looking like you're doing something. I don't want to look like nothing. If I ain't doing nothing, I don't feel like doing nothing. I just got doing my thing. Don't tell me I'm waiting on. Well, we got about 10 minutes to wait. Well, 5 to 7 of that 10 minutes, I'm gonna sit here. I'm not going to act like I'm about to, especially like I told y'all last time. It was not. I had to look back with nothing in the tape. I'm talking about some. I said, ain't nothing to tape. So you want me to look busy? Yeah. What are you talking about? I'm not about to look busy for nobody. That's not what I do. Come here, you got work for me, you don't, you don't. Like I said, you pull somebody out of the trailer and put me in there, but then I'm gonna have a problem with that because you're just trying to get me to work. I have a time to be able to relax my body as a physical job every day. Now I don't do this for 8 hours because I probably wouldn't want to. But nah, man, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be, and then I have things where I come out and I gotta go to this trailer, and I gotta go to this trailer, and then I come out and this person is waiting on the trailer, right, to pull up. I come out and get right into another one. How was that? Why is he waiting on? He should be in this one then. You tell me to go straight to this one, go to this one, and then I come out and he waiting on. What? How was that? It'd be crazy, but you don't be saying it. You just work, man. You just work. I'm there to work. I'm not there to cause a fuss. So when you get my attention, I'm going to give you my attention. Because this is what you asked for. So if you're a manager and you coming up to me and you pulling me to the side, if you're a supervisor, you pulling me to the side, it's a reason. And then you can't tell me, well, you're not in trouble. I just wanted to say this and that's cool. If you just pulling me to the, like I said before, if she would have just put me to the side, the supervisor would just pull me to the side and just talk to me like I felt like you was ignoring me, which I ain't got to talk to you. Like the other supervisor. Go back to that story. I'd be kind of like. But back to the story with him trolling me. And he told me when he came up trying to write me up before he finished the day or whatever, it was his last day, he hit me with the didn't even cut me on time. First of all, didn't cut me on time because he tried to keep me to be the last so you cut me out of order so you can talk to me with the rep. Bring me over with the rep to try to write me up. Because I told you you have to write that one up. So you try to write me up about 3-4 days later about that incident. I already had recorded the incident. I was ready for it anyways because I'm always ready. Always ready. And I told him. He said, you was ignoring me. You wasn't listening. You wasn't saying anything when I was talking to you. You wouldn't respond back to me. So I don't have to go talk to you, man. Why don't you tell me? I'll give you a thumbs up or all right. You might not. I don't have to give you a conversation. I'll give you an all right sometimes, or I'll just nod my head. Go to this. It's like you're trying to get a conversation. All right, if I don't want to talk to you, I'm not feeling you. I don't have nothing nice or kind to say to you. Just let me be. Why you want a conversation out of me anyway? Do you feel like I'm giving you attitude or giving you the energy that's not a positive energy? Just leave that person alone. Let that person be. Why you want that person to talk to you anyway? You want that person to try to spaz on you and go out on you? You're not gonna do that. We at work, man. I'm not gonna spaz on you at work. For what? You don't get that time from me. So while we over there talking, he tells them, and I should have pointed that out. You wasn't talking to me. You was ignoring me, and when I was talking to you, you wasn't saying anything to me. I don't have to talk to you, man. I don't have to say nothing to you. You just tell me where I need to go. First of all, what we need to have a conversation for. There's nothing that he needed to tell me or she needed to tell me at the time, at all. Nothing that they needed to tell me. And this is the person that I asked to come over there. When they ask me next time, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just like, I don't got no suggestions at all. Cause that was a backfire right there. Crazy. But yeah. And I asked me, did I agree with the situation? I said no, I did not agree with it. Because when they asked me about to do the E-regs, he had at minimum four people. And it wasn't even my trailer. It was somebody else's trailer. You want me to do E-regs in somebody else's trailer, and you got 4 people doing E-regs right now. 2 of them for sure were standing around. 2 of them. One was be retaping it, doing all type of other stuff that probably shouldn't even be done, but finds a way to do it. But besides that, you had 2 other people that be going hard for you, doing what they need to be doing. Why you need me to do it too? Have them do that. Send me to my next trailer. That's what I told him. I said, you just send me to my next trailer. You try to have me do something that I need to do. You had 4 E-reg. You had 4 E-reg people doing E-regs. 4 of them. 4. That's over the amount. Yeah, when I used to do it, it used to just be me or me and somebody else. And we used to knock them joints out, get them all done. Some help with here and there from other just regular co-workers. But for the most part, getting it done because it's about moving. It's about not just standing there in one trailer. When you see it's getting in, they back there. All right, put them to the side. I'll be back in here in a minute and go check on some more drinks because y'all ain't sending nothing out. And I'm just going to stay here and wait for y'all to do 2 walls. And y'all see, if y'all be watching my channel on the short videos, y'all see some of the stuff that be going on. Like, y'all, I mean, not really to be going on. I just be showing y'all the trailers or how tall, how full it be. Yeah. So you doing 2 walls all the way to the top taller than you. You got to do 2 of those to get to an E-reg. I'll be back. I'm not waiting on that. I'm going to go to the next one, get them out of there, go to the next one, get them out of there. You got 4 people doing this. It shouldn't be no problem. And it shouldn't be 2 people in one trailer. For what? Like I said, unless you putting them on the side for him to get them, it should be not 2 people. I was just in the trailer just the other day. It's 2 people already. 2. One is kind of doing this one because it's trailer. So he's in between. He's doing this one, but he's helping on this one. This guy's on this side. He's pulling the trailers on this side. A whole nother guy comes up. Now you got 3 people, 3 sweepers, and 2 unloaders. If it was COVID, I'll be going crazy. I'll be pulling my mask down, going crazy because it's like, why is there so many people over here? I used to walk away when it was COVID time, but I gotta get, man, y'all, it's too many people. Or I'd say it's too many people over here. But it's just like, why? Why are you coming over here too? So now he can kind of go back to that door, which he kind of did, and now you helping, but then it turned to him grabbing it off the belt and handing it to him to put on the slide like it was a fire truck doing the water pail and dumping the water on the fire and handing it in. And he does. Well, like, what are we doing now? I'm like, what's going on? The other dude looked and was like, all right, I'm out of here. That was on my side. He messed around and left and went to go do, because it's like, it's way too many people. It was 2 people already. You made yourself the 3rd wheel. Why? And that's what be happening. It's like, come on, man. It should never be 3 sweepers in one trailer. I don't care how full it is, man. It should never be 3 sweepers in one trailer. Never. One person can get it done. Especially if it's not, you just put it on the belt, taking it off, slide it to the thing. Now, if you want to drag it and pull it and do all that type of stuff, you can't. But use your tools. Use the stuff that's around you. Make it easier for yourself. Cause they do get heavy. They do be awkward. They do be wide. They do be tall. They do be long. They do be tall and wide. They be all of that. So, but yeah, that was one of the incidents. Somebody that I vouched for. I felt I vouched for. Not saying that they just listened to me, but yeah, I said it. I wanted him. He came. They was able to give me him and end up writing me up at the end. Crazy. Y'all know I ain't signed it because I didn't agree with it. I don't have to talk to you. I wasn't feeling you. You know I wasn't feeling you. I don't have nothing to say to you. I'm just gonna do what you asked me to do and keep it moving. But I'm not about to do no erase when I feel like I don't have when I feel like I don't have to. When I feel like you got a lot of people doing it, they all was busy and doing all type of stuff doing e-regs and it was crazy e-regs. Yeah, man. Or you could have just pulled somebody else out and then did that. But no, you wanted to see me do. You wanted me to do something so I can refuse. So you kept doing it and kept asking me and got it. I'm gonna get them on refusal, but you're not gonna get me on that because I'm refusing something that you got a whole lot of people for. So when it comes to the end of the day, you're just trying to abuse your power to try to get me to do something like you was trolling me, and I felt that's what you was doing. I didn't like it. So that was one of the incidents. But before him, it was a guy. What we at? What time we at? We 32 minutes in. It was another fella before him. And it was a fella before him that I had got into it with. The fella before him he got himself up out of there. He actually tried to yell at me, and then I actually yelled back at him. Like, got loud. I didn't yell, I just got loud. Like, who you, like, what? And he ended up getting himself up out of there on some harassment type ordeal, but I'll get into him later. Before him, after him was another guy that came from, or a gal that came from, I always say guy because it's a lot of guys in there, but it be females and males that be supervisors and managers. That was down at the other area. It's, you know what I'm saying, 3 areas. He was down that way at the end. I think he was in the middle at first, and something had happened. Then he went to the end, and something had happened. So then he came down. Before that had happened, I had my first run in with him. My first run in with him is I come in on a day that I usually don't come in. It's not my original day. So it's whole day overtime. I come in on that day. I just want to keep it easy. Sometimes I can do that. I try to get in there, man, and try to make it easy. If I can go in there and retake, put some E-Regs down, man. E-Regs, they give me a lot of time because they be really on it. And I be really helping out. And I just kind of handle myself. I can't see stuff messed up. And I'm only going to be there for so long. I'm not going to close the night down. I'm just going to be in there to get my few hours and get up out of there. So I go in there. And I'm down there on it. And they switched the supervisors out. I'm down there at the bottom, down there, all the way down at the end. On that end. I'm retaping. I'm really going through all of them, but I'm just retaping down there because they had a lot knocking them out. He tells me, you need you to do the E-Regs over here. I said, I'll do the E-Regs, but I'm not really doing E-Regs. I'm retaping. He said, well, if you're not going to do E-Regs, I don't need you down here. You can go down there too. I said, well, I'm not really here for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to retape. And if you really don't want me in your area, I don't have to be in your area. Because, like, I can just go home, really, because I don't really got to be here, really. It's not my day. I'm not forced to be here. I'm not forced to be here for those hours that I usually have to put in my time. I'm here on some just trying to just get a couple little dollars just to get some, pay a light bill or something. You know what I'm saying? Just to get a couple dollars. That's about it. You're trying to tell me to do something that I'm trying to keep it light. I've been pushing E-Regs down already. You're trying to get me to do a whole trailer, trying to move me around like that's what you're about to do to me. And I'm like, nah, I just got to come in the table. I just came down here because I seen y'all had a lot of, well, I don't need. I said, well, that's cool. You know what I'm saying, But at the time, I thought somebody had sent us. So I'm thinking that because it was a manager at the time that used to be on my heels a lot for no reason, just always trying to find something. And at the end, we kind of reconciled our differences. But you know what I mean? It was just like, I'm just not going. Like, I'm not going to just let you talk to me in your kind of way, treat me in your kind of way, try to get over on me, try to abuse me, and just overwork me, or just like, I'm just not going. You know what I'm saying? I gotta come there again. I gotta be. This is, you know what I'm saying, something I'm dedicated 4 hours of the time I go in is, I'm dedicated that time, and I'm gonna do it for a while. So I'm not gonna let nobody disrupt that and get me off my square. But for that incident, I'm like, okay, that's my first run in with him. He tried to tell me to do something. I'm like, man, I don't work like that, man. But if you don't want me in your area, I don't gotta be in your area. You work in this area, that's cool. I'll go down here. And he told me, so they want you down there. So he just was real like slick with it and talking crazy like, all right, man. I don't gotta be down here. That's cool. I go down here, down to the other area. That's my first run in with him. He comes down in our area, and he was trying to have me do e-rigs too, and he gave me that too. Like, you gotta work as directed, and I said, and that's what he told me too that time. He's like, I'm telling you to do something. I was like, well, it's not really my day, so I really don't have to do it. I can go home. But it was a whole conversation like that. It was more to it than that. It was so long ago. I really don't remember now. I'm thinking about it. It was more conversation that me and him had, but I really don't really remember the exact dialogue that we had. But we did like go back and forth, and I was just like, all right, man, I'm gonna go down here, but just so you know, that's not how I get down. And then so I see him again. I don't know if he remember me, but I remember him. You know what I'm saying? Because he told me, I remember him saying that to me. He telling me like, I've been here for like 3 years. Like, hell, why don't you be here for 3 years? What that mean to me? You still don't know the rules. You still don't know what's going on. Obviously, you're trying to tell me what I need to be doing and should be doing, and that's not how it works. Especially not on my day. I put my bag and just walk right on out. Probably what he want me to do. And even though I'm just defeating my purpose, came all the way there not to get my money. I'm not about to let you do that to me. I'm just gonna go to a different area. And I end up going to a different area and even sweeping and doing all the things I need to do. So that's what about me. It's like, you don't have to ask me to do it. It's gonna get done. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. Like I said, a machine that was real working is something that you don't have to tell. You just push the button and it just starts working. You don't have to tell it what to do. It just does it. So he's down in our area, and I be going, and I be like, at one point in time, it was a thing I was doing on purpose. We can kind of say, like, I had him terrified because I like when I come in, I don't have to do anything. I come in, I can sit around for like 15 minutes before anybody will summon sword from me, because it's not that I go fast, but I can go fast. Is that I'm consistent. I'm consistent. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to eventually, when it hits to the other belt, they're going to eventually bump against each other. You know, they got space. It's going to fall off. This belt might be a little slower, I think, over the outside. But even if it ain't, it's going to hit the railing. Might get caught a little bit and slow up because it's going to hit, and it's going free without no friction. And then it comes off and going to hit the railing for it to, was a divider, as they call it. And then it comes to the person. So when it hits, it slows down. And this one's going to hit. So it's eventually going to catch up to each other. So you can say space them, but I'm spacing them enough that it needs to be, or even more. But it's not about spacing, it's about consistency. It's about me, boom, 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 like a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? If you irregular, boom, boom, and then wait, and then boom, and then, you know what I'm saying, it's heavy, and then, so you got big gaps, and small gaps, and big, and mine is just, you know what I'm saying, heavy or not, because it's just the rhythm. It's how you stand and everything. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like to sweat, so I'm not gonna be in there working all hard. I'm not about to be moving all like that. It just, I try to move as little as possible. It's my waist, like not even my waist. I'm standing. It just like, you know what I'm saying? So And like I said, if y'all subscribe, I'll give y'all a little demo. I'll set y'all up and let y'all see. But you know how many subscribers you gotta have, and I ain't reached that limit yet. So I need y'all to subscribe. And once y'all subscribe, I'll give y'all a little demo. But with being said, that's why I go out. So I used to go fast. Knocking them out, they scared to death. They don't even sort for me. They wait for a long time. They walking past me, finding other people to go to. I'm the last person they pick. And that was by design. I like sitting there. I don't have to work for a minute and just be sitting there. So I got into it with them. So I'm not going. And then I think I had the cough or something like earlier that I had got over it, whatever. But I wasn't feeling sick. But that day I wasn't going fast, and it was, I think it was a couple of days where I wasn't going fast. He said, and he put me in the trailer by myself. And I'm in there, but I don't like when I am doing like I'm just working normal. And you stick somebody in there with me. I don't have to go. Why am I going crazy or just what I'm saying? Even trying to go fast when I got a whole nother person and I'm waiting on them, and you got to try to find rhythm. Some people you can get a flow instantly. With some people it's just you catching yourself and y'all put y'all doing it at the same time, and it just don't work, and you got to try to find a rhythm. And we get into that too with just working with other employees on a different story time. Right now we story time about common sense. Okay, so with this one, it's like I'm in there and I ain't going fast, and it takes me a minute. Like I'm not trying to go fast. I ain't trying to do all these trailers a day, and I'm not sandbagging, but I'm just not like my rhythm is not just boom, boom. It's you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying. Not moving like us name, and then he noticed it or whatever. Like I said, when you do something consistently all the time, they think you're supposed to do it on a regular. Now this is your mode, and then I expect you to do it like this. And if you don't do it like this, then it's a problem for them. And it could be a problem for you, but just keep it to yourself. So, and I think before that we had some words because like I said, he had me do some e-regs, and I told him I'll do them for you, man. But I don't like, you know what I'm saying, like you got e-reg people. You know what I'm saying? And one incident before that, I had told an E-reg guy to come and get my E-regs. I was like, you know what I'm saying? So he was on his way, but he was like, 1 second he had to do a couple E-regs and he was gonna come. And he told me, I'm like, dude, the E-regs, I'm like, I got you gonna do it. He's like, well, did you tell him what's not? I said, yeah, I already talked to him and everything. Or like you doing too much, like you're invading a whole little scene that you don't need to be invading yourself into. Like I know everybody there. I've been here for a minute. So I know people. When new people come in, you know what I'm saying? I don't talk to them, I don't talk to everybody, but when I do communicate with you, it's something that, you know what I'm saying, energy is something that is cool, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, especially if I can call you and have you come. I deal with you a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So call them over there, they on their way. He in there inserts himself into something he shouldn't. I'm like, you don't even know. You over here talking already. You getting loud and doing this extra stuff. And I got some. I already told him. You don't know because you didn't ask or you wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I got somebody come. I got it already handled. Like you doing a lot right now. So that incident. Another incident. I'm going slow in the trailer. I know I'm not going as fast as I know, but I know I'm going slow. But you're gonna try to accuse me of time stealing or whatever. I don't know what sandbagging really. I just know it mean going slow. But I don't know if you're trying to accuse me of stealing time or like purposely just. That's what I would say is stealing time. You're accusing me of stealing time, and I would take offense to that if that's what you're saying. But if you're just saying I'm just going slow and I'm But if I'm messing up production or something, or if I'm making the trailer go slow to where it is messing up everything, and I'm purposely doing this and that, like then that's a different story, and that's gonna be that's a problem. But I don't know what he was saying. I know what sandbagging is going slow, but his definition or what their definition is in there, I don't know. So don't call me nothing. I don't know. I don't like it. But I ain't even get mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I just told him like I don't know what that is, man. Like don't accuse me of something that I don't know what it is. Like don't do that. I don't like that. And that's when he told me. Cause he come, he said, "Are you sick or something? You feel alright?" I said, "Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm all right." He said, "Yeah, I noticed that you're not going." I said, "No, man, I just, you know what I mean, taking my time, man. I'm going fast for it. What is there for me to go fast for? Looking out there, there's people standing around and everything else. Like, it's no competition. What we going fast for? We gonna go fast for it so I can get done and then stand around? Like, literally, this day is a day where nothing is going on. Like, dead as hell. Like, damn near break gonna be early today because ain't no production. Shit late. It's slow as hell and ain't coming in. Waiting on shit because storms and all type of stuff slows everything down. Like, slows production down. Slows the trailers down. They got pulled over. They can't drive when it's super storming outside or super crazy weather. As far as winter, we get those like dumb, stupid. So it's like whatever the reason was, they wasn't in there. And you want me to go fast. Why? Once again, common sense. Why are you trying to get me to go fast when I'm going to get done and then what you going to have me do? Want me to look busy? I'm not going to do that. So, what is there for me to do? Just let me do my trailer the way I want to do my trailer. So out of my trailer, he pulls me out, send me to the supervisor, and we talk about it. And I'm like, nah, man, I just, you know what I'm saying? Why am I going fast for? All these people standing around. You know what I'm saying? Well, like, what are we doing? I'm telling him, like, what the manager, like, what are we doing? Like, why am I even having the conversation? Are we done? Basically, are we done having the conversation? Like, what are we doing right now? Like, well, y'all choosing me or something? Like, what's going on? No, you're just trying to figure out what. I gotta go fast. I gotta burn myself out. I gotta be here tomorrow. The next day after that. Like, I don't get what y'all saying. Like, is nothing going on. I'm done. I finished my trailer and now I'm standing around. You want me to go fast and I was going the speed I was going and we still ain't got nothing going on. I got done and now I'm standing around. It's like I don't get it. So we leave that alone. Let him, he walks away or whatever. I go on my trailer. He's kind of like still following me. I go on my trailer, on my thing. What trailer I'm going to? I'll tell him what trailer I'm going to. I ain't trying to talk about this no more. Are we done? I'm done. Y'all keep talking to me if y'all want to and waste y'all time. I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid. I don't care. Whatever y'all want to do, it don't matter to me. We good. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting paid. So what we talking about? They send me to my what's name. He eventually kind of like following, but you know what I'm saying? I go to my trailer. I start moving, and I ain't moving. He just standing looking at me like, just like that, like doing just like that, like. And I'm just so now I see you looking at me. What's your problem? What's your problem? I ain't got no problem, man. I said, you watching me. I don't like you watching me. You watching me right now. You hounding me right now. For what? What you in here for? What you in my trailer for? What you in here for? To say what? I just want to talk to you. Ain't nothing to talk to me about. Talk to me about what, man? I don't want to talk to you. There's no conversation we need to talk about. We just talked in front of your manager. He ain't even had nothing to say. But you're still trying to have a conversation with me. I'm supposed to be in my trailer working. You're going off. Don't worry. I'm going slow because you're watching me. Now I'm doing this on purpose. I'm purposely doing it because you're watching me. Now I know you're hounding me. I don't like it. I don't like it. So yeah, now I am going slow. If you want to call it sandbagging, that's what you want. I guess that's what that is. Then this is I'm gonna give it to you, and I don't have to go fast. I don't have to. I still was going the speed. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. Could be going faster than that, but you know what I'm saying? Space in between. 3 to 6 to 12 inches, man. 3 is less they wanted to give, you know what I'm saying? 3 inches apart to 6 to a ruler. And I was giving like a ruler and a half. I mean, it's just spacing that they want you to give those spaces so that people can be able to move. But you can give more than that, you know what I'm saying? And I was giving a little bit more than that. Why are you bothering me? Why you here, gang? Why you messing with me? He told me, you act like a little kid. You act like a child or something, a little boy. You grow up. Who are you talking to, gang? Like, I'm like, man, who are you? What you say to me? I said, you act like a little kid and you grow up. double down on it. In the streets, we get them up, gang. Come on, get them up, get them up. Yeah. Irish style. You know what I'm saying? But I looked at it, this so happened. Like, union rep was there. I said, you better get him, man. He out of line. He out of line. He talking to me crazy. He out of line. And from my understanding, anything that's aggressive, anything that's showing somebody up, anything that's making a person feel uncomfortable is a sign for it to be walked out the door. And that's what the new rules is, when you can't just be baseballing a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Kicking the dirt on their foot. You can't be doing it. You can't be all in the motherfucker's face. And you can't be doing that no more. You can't be cussing the person out no more. You can't be showing the person up at work. And being a manager or a supervisor, doing that to you're supposed to be your employee. Can't be doing that, man. You gonna call me a co-worker or whatever, but they like to say employee because they're a manager or supervisor. I like to say still co-worker to me. But at the same time, guess you're not part of the union, so you're just a supervisor, man. Stay in your supervisor lane. Out of control. And that's one of the dudes that I had to go. That's one of the guys I had to write up. He's one of the ones I wrote up. I had to go in there and ask me, did you want to follow through with it? And the only reason why I ain't follow through with it, I don't know if somebody told him to apologize or whatever, but he came to me and said he was out of line. He shouldn't have talked to me like that. He ain't no reason to call me a kid or something like that. And you know what I'm saying? I respected that. Sincere or not, he did it. He ain't had to. I don't feel. He don't have to do anything. And you know what I'm saying? So I didn't follow through with it. Just because of, you know what I'm saying, the conversation, the one-on-one came to me and, you know what I'm saying, I was out of line, cool, whatever. And I could have pushed the issue, got paid for it, because you can get paid for the incidents. I ain't take the pay. I let them go and do whatever, you know what I'm saying, because money ain't everything. It ain't all about it. You do want to get your dollars, though, in any situation, but it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't that serious, man, you know what I'm saying? And dollar ain't about everything. I can get that, you know what I mean? It's going to come, regardless. You believe it, you think it's going to come. But yeah, that was another incident, man. And the incident before him, we'll get into that on part 3. This is part 2. Part 3. Yeah, we'll get into that one. But before then, I'm gonna tell y'all just about different people that I work with. Boxes being dropped on my head. New employees just dropped boxes on my head the other day. Be crazy, man. Like, I don't be understanding it, man. I'm glad it wasn't heavy. It was like a flat one, not cotton, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I should have been more aware, knowing a new guy and stuff like that and all that. Just, they say heads up and things like that, but sometimes they just be pulling out, knowing that what you do over here affects my side too. But, you know, man, this is another story for y'all, man. 2 and 1 like I did last time. Last time I hit y'all with the security guard. I hit y'all with the supervisor who told me I wasn't in trouble, but brought me to a powwow with the rep and the manager to tell me that you feel like I wasn't listening to you and that you wanted me to hurry to give you more communication. What I don't feel like, if you would have came to me and talked to me, I probably would have gave you more communication. I understood, but since you put me in this little powwow in this little group, I'm not in trouble, but you put me in the group to have a conversation, to tell me this is crazy. It's just like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? Like, you don't need to do all that. Just talk to me. Like, do I sound like a mean guy? Do I come off as an angry guy? Like, pretty cool if you know what I'm saying, you get down to it and you show me respect like I'm going to show you, because I'm definitely going to show it to you. And I don't stop getting it, then I just stop talking to you, stop dealing with you, and just, you know what I mean? You don't exist anymore. Just tell me where I need to go, man. Like, we only had them conversations. I don't know, it's only been 2 supervisors that I really, 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 like, they was cool. And then I got one that I ain't really work with him, but I work with him from time to time. And they alright. And it's a few that I deal with that I ain't got into it with, that I deal with them. And they, you know what I'm saying, we don't got on a good page and we cool. Like, I don't have my runs-ins with a lot of supervisors, but you understand me, understand you. I'm not going to keep a grudge. I'm not going to be mad and pissed off. I get over the shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's something that, or if you lingering on to it and keep fucking with me and trolling me, then it's gonna be a problem. But if you over it, I'm over it, or you have a conversation about it, you move on. As long as you respect me, talk to me in a kind manner, I'm gonna do the same to you. But most of the time I ain't gonna say nothing. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, what we need to talk for? Like, I ain't trying to be your friend, trying to be my friend. We ain't trying to go to the bars and hang out. I'm here to do a job. You here to do a job. Let's get our jobs done and move along. Get paid for what they gonna pay us. This pennies on the dollar and keep it moving. I always say a penny on the dollar. I don't care how much you getting paid. If you ain't getting paid the hundreds an hour, I feel like unless you feel like your talents or whatever you got going on ain't worth the money, man. But just your energy and how you coming should be worth it. Just your presence alone. People, I want to get paid for my presence. But that was one of the incidents, man. So that was the supervisor security, the first one, and then the two supervisors, and we're gonna double back into the dude who allegedly got charges on him. Well, was accused, not charges, but accused of doing some stuff that got him canned. So we'll dip into that on another note. But like, share, subscribe. This is the channel. This is another story from the gig, part 2. We're gonna do Tree and another time. Well, I like that. I like the little balloon joints. That was fire. So for another time, I appreciate it. Chat. Hey, it don't go on notice. Get with it, stick with it. Until next time.